Hello Romantic Home family, welcome back. I am Olivia, Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I am so excited to share with you guys some DIY, Dollar Tree, and budget-friendly decor crafts. This is episode 4 in my huge I Love Christmas series. I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget. I truly believe you do not have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. Now don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and punch the bell, click all, that will update you every single time I post a new video. Also follow me over at Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page for daily crafting inspiration and a free little group page that you guys can join to share photos of your home decor and DIY projects. You might notice these balloons behind me. I am going to be hosting a live online crafting event Wednesday, October 18th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for you guys to join in and craft live with me. It's going to be a birthday celebration. Also, I'm going to have a special guest joining me and all kinds of giveaways and fun stuff. So don't miss out on that. That's going to be on my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page, October 18th, 6 p.m. It's going to be a live crafting video. It's going to be a birthday celebration, and I'm going to do some fun giveaways, so you guys don't want to miss out. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. Let's make a super adorable Christmas tree table topper mini tree. So from the Dollar Tree, I have one of their little buckets. I hot glued some styrofoam to the base, and then I'm popping in this Dollar Tree mini Christmas tree. You're gonna wanna really zhuzh it and fluff it out. The next thing I wanna do is take a roll of deco mesh and just quickly loop it over on itself, and I did that 4 times to create this giant bow. I'm going to trim that off, pinch it in the center, and then take some of the evergreen branches and cross them over on themselves. I'm going to turn it to the opposite side and do the same thing. Take that deco mesh, loop it over on itself. I decided to go ahead and start zip tying my little poofy loops, and really you guys can create whatever kind of poofs you want, but just you want to add deco mesh into your tree to fill it out, because these Dollar Tree trees are a little bit flimsy. So I'm going to make this roll of loops a little bit smaller. Again, take your deco mesh, loop it over on itself a couple of times, zip tie at the center, and then take the evergreen branches, and that is how you're going to get it into your tree. You guys could always wire your mesh into the tree too, that would work. So now that we've got our little poofy loops, we are going to go ahead and finish adding this last one in here, and then I'm going to take this cute little Dollar Tree snowman. This is from the Dollar Tree Plus section. Now don't panic, you guys can grab something similar at Dollar General or Walmart, or you can leave this part off. I also zip tied my little snowman to the top of my tree with a zip tie around his neck. I then created a cute little loopy bow by taking the ribbon, looping it over on itself, zip tying that off, and then taking some of this Dollar Tree deco mesh tubing and making a quick little bow with that. I then zip tied that to the top of my cute little Christmas tree, and then I just took the ribbon loops and kind of zhuzhed it to each side. So this is so super fun. Now I'm taking and just making more little loops with my deco mesh tubing, and to do that I just simply loop the ribbon over on itself and then tie it like I would be tying my shoelace. So it's just a double shoelace bow. You guys could always just add them in, however you see fit, but that's how I did that, and I'm just twist tying them onto the branches of the tree. The next thing I wanted to do was take 2 of the Dollar Tree little feather dusters. They're just the little fluffy things that you can put on your feather duster, and I'm gonna hot glue that to the base of my little canister here. Now, if you guys can find a cute Christmas canister, great. My Christmas canisters aren't out yet, and I'm trying to use what I already have in my stash, so I'm just going to hot glue that in and around the base of my little Christmas tree to create kind of like a snowy effect look. And I'm going to keep hot gluing the little snow in and around the base of my Christmas tree, and I just used 2 of the feather dusters. Then I'm going to take this cute little peppermint and add that underneath my snowman. That is going to create kind of a little bit of like a sweetie treat snowman. And then I used some Dollar Tree peppermint little picks that I had left over from last year, added that to the top. I'm going to create a big loopy bow again to the back, take the ribbon, just loop it over on itself 4 times. That's going to give you that double loopy bow, and this is just Dollar Tree wired ribbon. You want to use wired ribbon, and then you can trim that off, zip tie that in the center, and then add some pretty tails. And then once you guys have that added to the back of your tree, that's gonna fill out the back of your tree. And you guys can get really creative with this part. You don't have to use ribbon, you could use ornaments, really anything that you have on hand. I just wanted to kind of fill it out more. Now I know a lot of you all have created my mini Christmas trees. In fact, on my Facebook page, I just shared with you guys how to create an elf one. I've done a Santa one before. So these are so fun. They're a great little gift. They're kind of like in place of a bouquet. I also added some detail to my little Santa guy coat by giving him little suspenders with some stripy ribbon, candy cane ribbon from Dollar Tree. Just get creative with this and really add whatever you love. These are great for kids' rooms. So many of you say that you guys make these for your office to give some holiday cheer. So I hope you're inspired and you're loving Mr. Sweet Treat Snowman guy. And this was from the Dollar Tree Plus section, the little snow person was. But you guys can find little, Christmas dolls pretty much anywhere. So have fun with it, get creative, and go for it. Happy crafting! Let's create a stunning traditional Christmas wreath using Dollar Tree supplies. So grab one of those Dollar Tree wreaths and fluff out every single branch. Then add a garland by crossing the branches over on themselves to really make it a little bit more full. The next thing I want to do is grab 2 rolls of Dollar Tree Deco mesh. I'm going to cut each piece in 10 inches. Cut 2 rolls in 10-inch cuts. The next thing I'm going to do is cut 2 rolls of ribbon from Dollar Tree in 8-inch cuts. Then I'm going to take and burrito 2 of pieces of my mesh, pinch them together in between my fingers, and then add a piece of each ribbon. This ribbon isn't wired, but it's pretty good for this type of wreath. The next thing I want to do is just take a zip tie and zip tie my little bundle. I'm going to take all of my supplies, so 2 rolls of deco mesh and 2 rolls of ribbon. The deco mesh was cut at 10 inches and the ribbon was cut at 8 inches. And I'm going to bundle all of these using zip ties. And I want to go ahead and bundle these all together. I'm going to go ahead and take and pre-bundle all of my mesh and ribbon together. So again, you just bundle 2 pieces of mesh and then 2 pieces of ribbon with a zip tie, fluff it out. Next, I'm going to take my little garland and place it on top of the square wreath form. You can use a square wreath form or a circle wreath form. You want to zip tie it in 4 different places so it doesn't move around. That's going to give us somewhere to put our mesh. Now, this is going to be kind of magical, trust the process. So I'm going to take 3 of my bundles and bundle them on each corner. So you see I'm doing the first bundle, and you want to bundle them and zip tie them on the inner rung. So not the outside one, not the inside one, but the center one. Okay, so I'm taking 3 bundles. I did 1 on the end and then 2 on each side. So you're going to make 3 bundles on each corner. I hope that makes sense. Maybe just watch the process. But we don't need any on the edges because we're going to fill that out with some ornaments. This is kind of a good little wreath hack that you guys can make. This is under $20 using Dollar Tree supplies, except for the ribbon that we're going to make the big bow with because we do need wired ribbon for that. And again, just take your bundles, add 3 on each side, and if you come short a little bit and just need to use some mesh, do that too. That's fine. Okay, so now we're going to take some of this value ribbon from Hobby Lobby, giant roll for about $9, and I think it was probably half that. I'm going to take and I'm going to make a 16-inch loop, okay? So super easy. You guys can totally do this. This is my easy Olivia bow. You just take that ribbon and you loop it over on itself, and it's 16 inches long. You want to do that 4 times, or you can do it 6 times, depending upon how you want your ribbon to look, but 4 times is really enough. Now we're going to make a 14-inch loop, okay? So we started out with that 16-inch loop, now we're going to make a 14-inch loop. And to make those loops, guys, you just take the ribbon, loop it over on itself. You guys can do this, I promise. Anybody can do this. This is for a bow challenge person. This is why I came up with this. Now I'm going to make a 12-inch set of loops, okay? So again, for each set of loops, you loop them over on themselves 4 times, and then you're going to take all your little loops and you're going to stack them together. Super easy peasy. Now I'm just going to find my center, take a zip tie it in the center. You guys have this. I can't wait to see all your bows. You guys can totally do a beautiful holiday bow. Okay, now we're gonna cut the back of the zip tie off, and we just wanna fluff out our loops. You're not even gonna see the zip tie because once we get into this wreath, no worries. So really kind of pre-fluff your bow, but hey, we're gonna fluff this a couple of more times. So deep breaths. Here's how it looks, doesn't have to be perfect. Now I'm gonna take and make 16 inch tails, but really they need to be 32. So you take it, and this cutting mat is 16 inches, you just loop it over on itself. So that's 32-inch tails. I made 2 of those and then decided I wanted to make one more set of tails. So I'm gonna wrap it over now 3 times. So 32 plus 16, somebody do the math for me. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and bundle that together and zip tie that all together. Super easy. We've got our pretty bow, we have our little tails. Now I'm gonna dovetail the ends. You take your ribbon, you just cross it over on itself, and then cut that little triangle in the top. Now zip tie that to the top of your wreath. Fluffy out that bow, okay? Hey, look how gorgeous this is already looking. Now we want to make it look more Christmassy and fun and traditional. So I'm using these 2 giant ornaments from Dollar Tree and then some of those small ornaments. So you probably want to buy 2 packs of ornaments, red and gold or red and green, whatever you guys like. And you just want to fill your wreath out. I'm using them off to the side because that's where you can kind of see where there's greenery. We still want to see a little bit of greenery, but we want to fill it in a little bit because we have those bundles of mesh and ribbon off to the sides. I added a Dollar Tree ribbon to the top, that pretty red and gold one, and then some more to the bottom, and bam, look at this gorgeous wreath. I know that we made this for under $20. It turned out absolutely stunning. We have plenty of ribbon left over to add to our Christmas tree or garlands or whatnot. You may even have some ornaments left over if you didn't use all of your ornaments. We did this on a total budget. I think it looks so high end, and in fact, I think that I have landed on a theme for this season. I think I'm going to do some traditional Christmas in my home. So I can't wait to share with you guys. You're going to be able to find all of these supplies. So fun and fabulous on a total budget, and I hope you guys are loving it. Let's create a beautiful cake, but it's going to be fake, okay? This is so fun. Grab some Featherweight Spackle by DAP. That's my favorite brand. Mix in some red acrylic paint from Dollar Tree, and then grab one of those Dollar Tree canisters from the party supply section. I'm just going to take one of those little Dollar Tree spatulas and begin to take my spackle and just gently rub it over my canister, okay? Anybody can do this, you guys. Grab your kiddos. In fact, I love fake baking with my daughter. I grabbed a huge giant thing of the DAP, and it needs to be the Featherweight Spackle from Amazon because we love fake baking. It's super relaxing. And I also have a piping bag that I ordered off of Amazon. It has a little tip, and I just added in some of that spackle, and I am adding in some icing. Please don't judge my icing. I am not a cake decorator. I am simply a crafter that always pretty much works with glue. Now I had set this on top of a little paper plate, and I just cut off the rim of that paper plate, but hindsight 2020, I should have left it on there until I was completely done with my project and it had dried the next day, but I'm super impatient. I also did a similar one of these cakes with a Dollar Tree bowl, so really you guys can use any plastic container. In fact, my daughter used a yogurt container to create hers, and she's on the other side of me. She didn't want to be on camera, but she's fake baking with me as well, so this was super fun. Now you're going to take this same process that you used for the top of your cake and just pipe your icing around the bottom, and you guys can get really creative, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to look really pretty, I promise you. And then I just took my icing bag and I made some little loops. I used some Dollar Tree pearls to go around the top, and this is the part that's so fun. You guys can get so creative with this, and you can let it dry before you add more details, but it's great if you go ahead and add it while it's still wet because that'll help hold it in. Now I'm taking some foam roses. You can buy these off of Amazon, but I found mine at the thrift store, and I'm just cutting them to be a little bit smaller, and I want to add those to the top. You can also, if you're really good at making roses with spackle, you can make roses with your little Featherweight Spackle. But I am not super great at that, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the fake roses. sorry about that. My little puppy dog Benji Bear gets so excitable when there's other puppy dogs in the front yard or delivery guys. So anyway, I'm adding in some little satin roses. You can see my daughter off to the side. That little mini cake she is creating. She used a yogurt cup. So here's some more of the little fake bakes that we created. I'm going to share with you guys how to do the cupcakes, but then there's her pretty little cake with the little princess crown and all that kind of fun stuff. So fun and fabulous and very budget friendly. For this next DIY, let's create a cupcake using an ornament. So from the Dollar Tree, I just grabbed some ornaments. This is a medium to small, medium-ish size one. I'm just gonna hot glue the ornament to the base of my little cupcake wrapper. And you wanna have another cupcake wrapper on hand. Then I'm gonna take some hot glue and simply rim the cupcake with the layer of hot glue and add in some yarn. The yarn is going to act as our icing. You wanna use a yarn that's a little bit bigger than the tiniest yarn, and if you have chunky yarn on hand, that is even easier. But I'm going to take my hot glue gun and just simply rim it around and then just follow the line. So it's best to work in sections. I did some of these actually while watching Sunday Night Football, so I'm just going to continue to add in hot glue and just work in a line. Hot glue, add in my yarn, hot glue some more, and then I also kind of press it down with my finger as I go along, and you can kind of move it around just a little bit, and you just want to keep going in a circular motion until you reach the top of your cupcake. So it's a little bit redundant, and you might want to use some hot glue gun finger protectors, but I'm pretty sure I don't have fingerprints on some of my fingers because of the amount of hot gluing that I've done over the years. Let me know if you guys are there with me. So anyway, I'm just continuing to rim this as I go around. Once I get to the very top, I'm just going to go ahead and trim off that piece of yarn, and this is how it should look. Now I'm going to add to the base another cupcake liner because as I worked, that cupcake liner got kind of smushed. So you just hot glue in and around your base and then add that second liner. I'm using some Mod Podge. You could use glue too, and I'm going to just very gently add a layer of Mod Podge. You don't want to saturate it, but you want to give it a little bit of glue. That way you can put some pretty glitter for sparkles on there. And I am going to go one step further and add in a little bit more Mod Podge and then add in some pretty fake sprinkles. So you guys can go on Amazon and order fake sprinkles. You can order them off of Etsy, just whatever suits your fancy. I love Glitz and Glue off Instagram. She sells really cute fake sprinkles. So anyway, here is how it turned out. I added a cute little cherry to the top, and bam, we have a fake cupcake, and no mess, no fuss. There is some gluing involved, so if you have your kiddos do these, you probably want to help them use the glue gun depending upon their age, but fun and fabulous and very budget friendly. Great thing to do with extra ornaments too. Let's create a fake baked cupcake using an ornament and some spackle. So I have this DAP featherweight spackle that I mixed some red acrylic paint into, and that's going to give it kind of a Christmassy color. I'm going to take this spackle and run it all over the entire ornament. You want to hold your ornament at the base, and then you can use your little piping bag and pipe some spackle in and around the edge of your cupcake to make it look like it's icing. This was a little bit tricky, so give me some grace. It's definitely not perfect, but hey, we're just having fun with some fake bacon. I then added a little bit of icing to the top because I love a little bit of icing at the top of my cupcake. I did 2 of these and then called it good. You guys can tell we had a big fake bake session after church on Sunday. I did this with my daughter. It was so stinking fun. I added in some glitter and then some sprinkles to the top of that. And you guys can use a little bit of spray Mod Podge if you need to get your sprinkles and your sparkle to sit on there a little bit better. So then once you guys have that done, you can just hot glue a cute little red cherry topper to the top, and bam, you have a fun little fake baked cupcake, totally budget friendly and just so fun to make. Another thing I wanted to share with you guys is how to make a cute little dessert stand. So from the Dollar Tree, I grabbed one of their candle stands and then this cute little Dollar Tree party plate. I had it left over from another craft, and bam, we have a little dessert plate, very budget friendly. I am really pushing myself to use what I have on hand. And I recommend having a fun fake bake session with your kiddos. These are just so great to make, and you can use really any plastic container. So here's how all my cupcakes look. We have the yarn one, and then we have the fake bake ones. They're so fun and fabulous, very budget friendly. And you can see we even did that larger cake, and I just used a Dollar Tree container for that. And as you guys can see, these are not perfect, but they were really fun to do. And I think we should all give ourselves grace with our crafting and with our life in general. I think grace is given from God, and I'm so thankful for God's love, mercy, and grace. For this next DIY, I want to share with you guys how you can take a regular poinsettia plant, and I'm just going to simply trim off the little plants and add some Mod Podge to the center of my poinsettia, and then I'm going to really glitz and glam these up. So you just add a light layer of Mod Podge and then some glitter. Go ahead and stock up on that glitter because the holidays are here. I thought these would be fun to add into my Christmas tree. I think when the light is reflecting, it'll be really beautiful. I'm going to use regular poinsettias as well, but I wanted to really glitz and glue some up. And speaking of glitz and glue, if you guys love to fake bake, I love my girl over at Glitz and Glue. Go check her out. So anyway, I'm just adding in just gentle layers of Mod Podge, and this is a fun craft you guys can do while you're watching a show in preparation for the holidays. I'm trying to share with you guys different crafts you can go ahead and get a jump start on for your holiday crafting. If you guys are like me, you like to do a lot of your holiday crafting handmade, I have a ton of craft supplies, and you guys, it is my solemn promise this year, I am really going to be very crafty and creative. I really want to use whatever I have on hand. When I see an idea, instead of running out and buying it, I really want to use what I have, and it's going to be a lot better on my budget too. The other thing I decided to do was dig out some pearls for these pretty poinsettias, and I added those into the center with a little bit of hot glue. I can't wait to share with you guys how I'm going to design my Christmas tree this year. I really have just been led to do something really luxury but on a budget. So I think I'm going to do a lot of really pretty traditional reds and golds this year with some tartan plaid. I think that's going to be really pretty. And then I'm going to do some candy theme in probably my dining room and kitchen. I'm just so excited for the holidays. And remember, whatever ideas that I share with you guys, all you guys have to do is take them and change them and make them your own. So different colors, you guys can use other paint colors, themes, whatever. So I have something to share with you, and this is something that God brought to my heart as I was sorting ornaments on Saturday or Sunday night, I can't remember. And I was thinking to myself, I always feel like sometimes, I guess I don't always feel like this, but sometimes I feel like I'm not enough, like, oh, is that going to be good enough? Are people going to like it? How is this going to be perceived? Am I good enough, God? And God was just like, you are enough. You are enough just like you are. You have enough that's in your closet, that's in your world. So just be thankful and have gratitude for exactly what you have going on. You are enough. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. So if you guys are sitting in a situation where you don't feel like you're enough for whatever reason, I just want you to know that God says you're enough. I love y'all. And there is our favorite puppy dog, Benji Bear, having a big stretch. He was asleep in his special window. He saw me come in and he had to get his little special monkey. He loves for me to play with him, but he doesn't really want me to play with him. Does that make sense? And puppy dogs are so funny. So he's a little terrier. He is full of spunk and love and cuddles. And as soon as I get done with this video, we are going to take a quick walk. Even though it's evening time, it's time for him to get his yayas out and for me to get my yayas out. So we like to take a quick little evening walk, but there is Benji Bear playing with his specialist little monkey. We love y'all. Hi to all the Benji Bear fans, all the little puppy dogs and kitty cats and little animals. And we just love y'all so much. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. It's a true blessing and honor to have you all here. If you all are new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home. I'm a DIY crafty mama. I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget. For all of my returning viewers, thank you so much for being along with me on this YouTube journey and this crafting and decorating journey. This is my 6th season on YouTube, so it is such a true blessing and honor to still be here, to be still doing what I love. And it's me, you guys in this camera. There's no team, it's just us. So I love to share all my little creative ideas, and every season I have so many ideas I usually can't get them all out, so just keep joining me. If you guys need crafting and decorating inspiration, all you guys have to do is go to my YouTube channel and hit the different playlists I have set up for you, organized into different sections: Dollar Tree DIYs, fall crafting, Christmas crafting, Easter crafting, whatever you guys love to do. I even have some cleaning and organizing videos, which they're not so great, but hey, I put it out there anyway. So I love y'all. I want to encourage you all as a woman, from my heart, wherever you're at, whatever you're going through. I've struggled with some tough times, even if you guys have not seen or I've not shared what is going on with my life. But just know that every day that you're given, a new day, is a gift from God. So I hope you all use that day to its fullest. Look forward to the future with so much joy. And I guess I'm just sharing that because we all have struggles. And thinking about that, remember, be kind online. Our world since 2020 has moved into more of a social media or online presence. And remember, if we wouldn't say something to somebody to their face in the grocery store where we see them, please don't type it, please don't comment that, because you don't know how that person that's posted a cute picture of their grandkids or their craft or whatever, what they're going through. And your kind comments are going to lift them up, but your unkind comments can really bring somebody down. So please keep that in mind when you're commenting and all that kind of fun stuff. So thank you all for your kindness here. I am so proud of this community. I've always been proud of you guys. You guys have always just shared so much love and joy. So if you love all that kind of fun stuff, drop a comment down below. Leave a kind word, leave a kind scripture, leave a fun recipe. Let's light up this comment section with joy and blessings, because people scroll through and they read them, and that you could just bless somebody that might just need that. So I love y'all. I'm gonna give your hearts a big old tight hug, squishy hugs. Until our next video, remember, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another. Talk to you guys very soon. Bye.